Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'd just like to take this opportunity to express a message of mixed emotions as regards the recent ruling of the Supreme Court, which upheld the validity of the Bangsamoro Organic Law. While we celebrate this moment as a victory for the ideals of autonomy and governance that the ball represents, this landmark decision also had provided something that made us profoundly sad regarding the exclusion of Sulu from the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. We cannot overlook the pain and disappointment brought about by this decision. The Bangsamoro is not complete without our Tausug brothers and sisters, the people of Sulu, who have for 600 years flourished with self-governance and rich in cultural history, has a very deeply rooted and intertwined history and Bangsamoro identity. It has a profound historical significance in the Bangsamoro struggle for autonomy. Thus, excluding Sulu would omit an important historical narrative that have shaped the identity and aspiration of the Bangsamoro. The struggle for autonomy is rooted in shared experiences and common ends among the Bangsamoro people, and so excluding Sulu would fracture this unity, making it difficult to foster cohesive identity among various ethnic groups. We understand that Jura lex sed lex, that the law may be harsh, but it is still the law. But we cannot help but consider the implications of this law, the historical implications of this law. In the book, The Bangsamoro Nation Under Endless Tyranny by Saleh Jubair and Bapa Minister IQ, it had been highlighted there the role of the Tausugs in the struggle. When my father was colleagues with Bapa Hashim Salamat in Cairo, Egypt, they shared the common sentiment that there was no flag that represented the Muslims in the Philippines. And that's why we became Bangsamoro as one common term. I'm named Don Mustafa from Tun Mustafa of Sabah. And we know the role of Tun Mustafa in helping the quest for self-determination in the Bangsamoro. My father is colleagues with almost everyone in the Bangsamoro hymn. And even in the book of Bapa IQ, he wrote there that there were 3 aspirants for chairmanship of the MNLF. There was Chairman Salamat, there was Nur Miswari, and my father, Dr. Muhammad Sali Loong. Because out of the batch 300, there were 300 of them. There were 30 of them. Almost 10% of the batch 300 are our relatives. And so we have not only hundreds, but thousands of relatives who died for the cause. And it is indeed painful that with this decision, Sulu is excluded in a journey for self-determination. But as we said, Jura lex sed lex, the law may be harsh, it's still the law. We hope that our fellow Bangsamoro in the other islands, in the other areas, will continue to help and assist the people of Sulu, who have flourished already, not only in Sulu, but in many areas. During the all-out war, I was with MILF youth, and we did sing the song, "From the seas of Sulu to the Lanao Plateau." and the plains, Lanao, Maguindanao. So does that mean that that song is no longer applicable? Bangsamoro has three meanings. Bangsamoro as a region, and Sulu is no longer part of that, but Bangsamoro as a people, the Tausugs, surely still part of that. And Bangsamoro as a territory, maybe it's still not part. So clearly, some people might be happy, some people might be sad. But if I look at those that are most sad, it is the 400 scholars that we have awarded recently, getting 8,000 to 20,000 a month. What will happen to them? It is the 770 Arabic teachers who just celebrated their 16,000 monthly allowances. It is the people of Sulu who are celebrating their becoming one of the most peaceful islands in the country after 30 years of conflict because of the intense development that the Bangsamoro helped contribute to. These are challenges that will be faced, and those who will still be getting their salary on October might not be disturbed. But we have 7,000 people who are worried that their salaries might not come anymore this October. And so we hope that we can help answer that. There are a lot of people in the communities whose housing have started, maybe around 3,000 housing, who's worried that it might become white elephants already. There are those who's worried. You know, I have met dozens of highly qualified doctors who went back to Sulu, transferred their entire family, in spite of graduating from the best universities with subspecialties. They're worried by October they will be displaced. Where will they be absorbed? And so there's just so many things to consider, but what is important is that we hope that our leaders in the Bangsamoro recognize that while the Bangsamoro as a government may not include Sulu, and the Bangsamoro as a territory might not anymore include Sulu, but the Bangsamoro as a people still very much intrinsically includes the people of Sulu and the Tausugs who have been together with the 13 ethno-linguistic tribes to push for the self-determination in the Bangsamoro. So we hope that in the next few days, we will clarify where will we get guidance from to ensure that the 7,000 employees will still get their salary by October. Is it from the Office of the President? Is it from the Office of Chief Minister? Do we need to have a law that will authorize the Chief Minister to release salaries? Second, is somebody going to make a motion for reconsideration? Will the Bangsamoro do it? If not, will the MILF do it? If not, the province of Sulu? If not the MNLF, who will? Do we expect an ordinary resident or employee to actually be able to craft a petition for their issues? There's a lot more, and I believe my other colleagues have spoken. But for me, I am very objective. There is no space for blaming. This is the law. But I believe as leaders, we have to ensure the general welfare of the Bangsamoro. And they say, paano yan? Hindi na part ng Bangsamoro government ang people of Sulu and the Tausug. Kaya hindi na mag-apply yung general welfare clause. We must remember that the Bangsamoro still includes the people of Sulu and the Tausugs as part of the Bangsamoro as a people. With that, magsukol, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.